Good morning, everyone. You are welcome to another edition of podcast. And today we are going to be talking about important topic: breaking the cycle of poverty. I'm very sure that when we talk about poverty, the majority of people in Africa are affected. I'm not saying you are affected, but we want to see how we can break the cycle, from generation to generations. And I won't be the only person in the studio today. I have with me my honorable financial expert. That's in person of Mr. Olutayo Opeyemi. Mr. Olutayo Opeyemi, say good morning to people.
Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to be here and to speak on this very matter. Thank you for having me.
So I know you are very much familiar with this phase, and I want to say shout out to my camera woman again. All of you, I want you to sit back and enjoy today's topic. It's going to actually benefit you and I. And so we are going to start. It's going to be in sessions today. We are going to just do the introduction and other section. We are going to be doing. We're going to continue the topic. You understand, so that you can actually have a good time with us. So let's go proper to the topic. So, Mr. Opeyemi, when we talk about poverty, people believe that poverty is just like you don't have money, or they just say you don't have money to spend. Maybe you want to buy something, you don't have money to spend. It's actually poverty. And when you talk about circle, people believe that it's only your immediate family. You understand, or something like that. So, but I know you are more experienced in these aspects. So, can we just start? So, let's talk about the topic: breaking the cycle of poverty. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Alex, thank you once again for having me. It's always very nice to sit down with you and to gist and to talk about these matters. All right, so today, looking at that topic itself, brings me back, to the memory lane, the history of Africa, my personal history, my forefathers, and the continent Africa at large, actually. So, talking about the circle itself, the circle, it's what do you mean by what do we mean by circle? Circle is when we are just wallowing on a particular spot. We are not moving forward. Somewhere in your mind, you know that things could be better. It doesn't have to be this hard. You understand? But you seems not to be able to move past it. You seems not to be able to come out of it. It's like a status quo. It's like a peg. Something is just holding you back, and it could be what you don't know. It could be your reasoning. It could be your mindset, right? So that's that. We'll get to that. That's what circle means. Circle is just moving on a spot, not seeming to come out of a zone.
It's something
You
that holds you
understand?
back.
Yes, something
Yes.
is holding you back, and you seems not to be able to break forth. All right. So talking about the poverty, poverty is people think that poverty is material.
Mm.
I'm poor when I cannot spend. I'm poor when it seems like when you ask me for something I cannot do. All right, but I just wanted to say and to set the record straight that poverty is more mental than material.
Mm.
All right, but poverty is more mental than material,
Mm.
and if you can just know that and come to terms with it,
Mm.
it is what is in you that determines what will be around you. If you don't have anything resourceful upstairs that looks wealthy, you cannot attract wealth.
Mm.
You cannot attract wealth. So poverty is more of mental than material. So if you can treat what is within you, if you can look at it, examine it, you discover that your environment will reflect you. Is from in and out. You understand? So putting all these things together, um, breaking the cycle of poverty, we are just saying that what are the things that could help you come out of this zone? Everybody must understand that there are two zones. There is the wealthy zone and there's the poor zone. All right. So how can I move from this particular zone to this
To the
particular
zone.
zone? You
Mm.
understand? It's what we mean when we say breaking the cycle of poverty. That you don't have to be there. Okay. So I would not like to say that Poverty is the lack of knowledge,
Mm.
discipline, and financial insight.
Mm. Lack of knowledge, lack of discipline, and lack of financial insight. You get it?
That's what poverty is. Poverty is that particular thing, that has kept you back, which we said is poverty. And once if you can sum it up to see that it is a lack of knowledge in your life, it is lack of discipline and that financial insight. Okay, let's take it gradually. If you are going to move from the poverty zone to the wealthy zone, then you have got to know what to make you rich. You have got to embrace knowledge. It's not automatic. I would like to dwell here for a while since we are introducing uh, this topic gradually. I would like to say that in Africa, we are very talented. In fact, we are very energetic. There are things that when you look at the African continent, when you look at our nation as as a fact, you can see somebody doing two or three things. We call it hustling, and yet it's still poor. It is why it is not what you do first, it is what you know first. So what should prompt what you do is what you know. Some people don't want to be termed as this guy is just sitting down home. He's not doing anything, he's not lazy. Whereas some people have discovered that if I can stay on my laptop for 6 hours in my house, not going to anywhere, online, I can make as much as I am determined to make, because he now knows that he can work from home online, do a gig for somebody, here and there, and whereas there's somebody who is doing 9 to 5 outside, and once he comes back, he's tired, he's fatigued, he's stressed, he's not motivated to want to go out the next day, and he's looking at what is in his hand. And this doesn't amount to the stress I'm going through every
Mm.
is either he's in queue or he's in traffic. And once he gets to work, the clients are not coming. You understand? But he thinks that going out every day, is what.
Mm.
Whereas there's somebody who is at home who knows better. It's a game of knowledge first, not a game of doing.
Mm. Game of what you know, a game of what you are doing.
It is first what I know. It is what you know that will power what you should do. So in Africa, we tend to embrace, oh, I'm doing something. Oh, I'm doing something. Oh, this guy, and people can attest to the fact that you are doing something. The Bible not says that the labor of the
Oh,
fool
the fool. Weary is
wearies
there.
him.
Mm.
Do you understand? Because he doesn't know the way to the city. It's not about the labor first, what you are doing. It's about not being a fool, going for knowledge first. There's a time in my life I had to come into times that guy is about being smart, not about being hard working. You understand? He's working smart. Okay, if I place, if I build value, if I go for the knowledge, if it is why you cannot tell me in a year that you are not upgrading yourself. I can tell you what you will earn throughout your life if you are not upgrading yourself. If you are not upgrading yourself, go for a course, go for a seminar. Let somebody speak to your mind. It is why you can just take a week off and just say, this week I'm shutting down. I want to find new insight. Knowledge is key. There was a time in my life I learned what's called affiliate marketing. Just buy a course and just sit down with it. I want to start selling for people. Okay, this person has this product of 300,000 naira. If I sell for him, the commission on it is either 40% of what that of the initial price is, or 50%, or 30%, depending on the product. So what I do is I learn how to write copy. You know what copy is? How to write copy. so that when I'm posting and you are seeing my copy of that product, you know that this person knows what he's doing. So I go for high ticket products that are massive. Okay, if the product is $1,000, you are like, okay, if I sell this product, just one of it, I think I'll maybe $400, maybe $500 will be my commission, and the rest go to the owner and the platform, at which the person has put the product. So you get to shut yourself down and say, let me just face these things. Let me just sit down and learn what can. The goal is to shorten the journey, and you must know what works. Not everybody is doing Yahoo. Not everybody is into Ponzi. Not
Illegal
everybody
monies.
is into illegal activities and all of that. You have got to shut down and look for what works. We are no longer, before they used to say we're in the digital
Era,
era.
yeah.
Now we are in the AI era. Things are moving crazy. Have you sit down? Okay, like I said, during a time in my life, I was really hungry for what really works. I just wanted to, come out of this poverty zone, just find what works. And I began to line up things I must do. And I can list the things I did. However, currently now, I'm beginning to see that, okay, this is about the age is going crazy. AI is, have you learned automation? Have you learned AI? How to use this thing. AI is not here to replace us. AI is here to
Sisters.
assist us to make things better. So AI will only replace who doesn't know how to use it. You have to be at the end of the. You can determine, your future. You have to be the one to use AI, not AI using you. That's another story for another time. But what I'm trying to say here is, have you embraced what is coming? Because some people are just there and they are not thinking about the way the world is moving, and you are just there, and you are caught up in the web of what is happening around the world.
Mm.
You are on the negative side of it. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
So if you are working now, how can you make the work less stressful and more profitable for you? That's what you should be thinking. It will make you sit down and research. People are intellectually lazy now and they want money.
Hmm.
It is why most of the youth in Nigeria we always do fraud. Why do we have this amount population of fraud young people, fraudsters? They are intellectually lazy. And you cannot come out of poverty when you are lazy. You cannot. I said poverty is just that lack in knowledge, lack in discipline and financial insight, right? And we are still dealing with the knowledge side of it as we introduce this particular thing. Somebody that is not even hungry for knowledge. Are you telling me that person will be diligent
I'll be disciplined.
or will be disciplined? You understand? So when you truly want to break that yoke of poverty, you have got to sit down, shut yourself down. I'm going for a course. I'm going for this seminar. I'm going for this conference to change your life. When you come back, somebody knows that something has shifted in this guy.
Mm. And sir, one of the what's it called? One of the attribute of somebody that lacks knowledge or that is lazy. Let me put it. Someone that lacks knowledge is that he lacks knowledge to the extent that he's lazy to the extent that he knows. You
Yes.
understand? And he feels that what he knows is enough for
Yes,
him to break
yes,
it.
yes, yes,
Mm.
yes. And you just look at such person and you're just like you are just disgusted. Like, why is he talking like this? Don't you know you can make 5K dollars? Don't you know that you can make 1K? Don't you? And you're just there hunting for peanuts. Is is what you know that will power what will become your reality. Like I said, it is what is in you that will
Mm.
control what is around you. It's just as simple as that. So going from knowledge to discipline, a man who has the knowledge can now start implementing it, and you are just focused. It's like what's the name of these guys?
Okay, blacksmith. Blacksmith.
They are called blacksmiths.
Okay.
Thank you. They are called blacksmiths. You see them just focused. They know that what I want to make, they have the knowledge of what they want to make. Maybe it's a dagger, maybe it's a knife, maybe anything they want to make. You see them that knowing that what this is what I want to do, and you stay on it. That's the discipline. You stay on it. This thing, I know it can work. I know that I can be a writer, and you subject yourself to the process. I know is car dealer I want to do. You see all these Igbo boys, knowing that business can give them money, can give them the lifestyle that they want. You see them going to go and submit themselves to a boss, maybe for 4 years, maybe for 5 years, maybe for some even 7 years. And you see them disciplined learning that trade. And once they come out and they become their own boss, is their boss that will first invest into them. And you see them, these guys, in no time, they are doing well. They are, you can see the difference. But first, they had the knowledge of what they wanted to do. They went for it, they stayed with it. The money comes. So is that is first mental before material.
Hmm.
It is just as simple as that. Anytime you know that you must break a cycle, ask yourself what are the prices to pay. It is the price of knowledge, discipline, and that financial insight. Financial insight now comes into, okay, now that I have focused on what to do and the money start coming. What are the financial insight I must have? Okay, investment, saving, and all that. We'll get to that, later. And just this is where I just wanted to stop, sir.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Olutayo Opeyemi. And that is just an introduction. I told you this topic is going to be in sections. So, and the first section is actually the introductory aspect, which Mr. Opeyemi have talked about having financial insight, be disciplined, and also what go for it. So whatever you think it is, poverty is not something, is not lacking knowledge. I mean, sorry, is not having money,
Yeah.
but is lacking this mental ability that can actually make you break forth from that circle. You understand? So there are a lot of circles and there are a lot of things that we must do to break out of this circle. So we're going to be talking about that in our next section. But Mr. Kwame, before we go, so let me just ask this question: Do you think that poverty can be eradicated by one man, just in one sentence?
Oh, well, poverty cannot be eradicated by one man because that one man will not decide for the other if they want to be poor or they want to be rich.
I like that. It's very perfect. Even if someone there, let's say your dad is working for you, you understand that the dad is working for you
Yeah.
to break forth that poverty. And when it comes to your turn, it depends on what you do to sustain or to actually expand it. You understand? So I think it means that life is about you, not us. You understand? So, but also that's it. So I think you have something to take home today. So we're going to be stopping today. This program is proudly sponsored by Gofree. Gofree has three products. We have Gofree for Naira, we have Go Premium for dollars, and we have Go Business for enterprises like you that you own a business. So you can register your business under Go Business. And so here we are. So you can research us. And some of these you actually send some questions. So, and I've actually replied you. And I know if you have a question, you're going to drop it under the comment section. Please kindly use the comment section to ask your question. So we're going to be dropping the curtain for today's edition. Thank you for joining us once again. Mr. Opeyemi, can you say goodbye to people?
Thank you, everyone, for listening. It's quite been an interesting time.
So my camera woman, God bless you, and my producer, God bless you. Bye bye. See you.